The last time I played this game, we literally broke it. So this is the first ever grand strategy game combined with intelligent AI. And I am playing as the United States back in 2016, so I guess technically I'm Obama, and I'm gonna turn into Donald Trump. Now, a lot of you guys were complaining when you headed over to this website, basically the servers were just dead, and that's because so many people had flooded it. It has been some time now, so I might have enough time, enough space to be able to play the game without everything coming in and crashing. I mean, at the very least, I did send over Mexico a text to make sure that they love me. Hey, homie, how you doing? I'm gonna be just straight up with them. I want all of California. I want the Baja California Peninsula. I'm not asking for anything too crazy. I'm not gonna annex this entire country. Just one state. Mexico refuses to cede national land. All right, well, I guess we can do it by force then. We reject military coercion. Now, I was talking with these AIs a lot more memey last time. If you don't talk to the memey, then I guess they will just talk very formally. I don't like that, homie. We stand firm with our sovereignty. What? No, don't tell me they talk like lame-os now. Who uses lame-os anymore, Drew? I've also asked the AI what I should do as the USA here in 2016. Here are a couple of the options: the rise of militant extremism in the Levant, Russian aggression, and NATO security. This is post-Russian invasion of Crimea, so Russia does have Crimea just 2 years earlier in 2014. The Iranian nuclear deal with regional influence. That is kind of an important one, to go back 9 years and try to figure out exactly how we could have done. Maybe we should just blow up Iran, actually. All right, so I'm telling the AI I want to take these two Mexican states away from Mexico in the name of stopping the cartel. I think that's a justified casus belli, essentially. They are risking our sovereignty. Sounds nice, right? All right, we're going to jump forward in time and see what happens. I'm also curious about what other world events will occur. Okay, so U.S. initiates invasion of Baja California. I like the sound of that. Oh God, what's that? Okay, so Mexican troops are quite possibly already there with a large-scale amphibious and ground invasion. Oh, I didn't know we were doing amphibious invasion. Dude, I didn't say all that. Mexico territory falls to U.S. forces. Oh, we got it. It actually wasn't that difficult at all. They probably weren't prepared for this, first of all. Oh, and we're also talking to Enrique Nieto. I remember what that guy looks like in Mexico. So back in 2016, Almo's not in charge yet. Oh, so we have no more diplomatic ties. That's obvious. Canada has also immediately condemned the... Bro, I will invade you next, Canada. You better shut the hell up. Mexico reinforces Sonora and Chihuahua. I mean, that's understandable, bro. U.S. military command centers, command considers expansion into Sonora. I'm down for that. But here's the world by the end of the month. It's been a full month that's passed by. Obviously, we're really the only people that are making map changes right now, but I kind of like these borders. It looks kind of nice. I'm gonna be real with you, dog. I got a bone to pick with you, Canada. Actually, let me go ahead and just amp it up a little bit with that at the end, a little insult. Really, given your recent actions in Mexico, I imagine you do. What is it, friend? Does the AI not talk cool anymore? Really? I want you to know I will invade you next if you aren't careful. Is that a formal threat or simply an unfortunate use of rhetoric, Washington? Name's not Washington, Jack. I will remove you from power and install my own puppet in charge. I would like to go that route, preferably with Canada, if I can do it peacefully. We've heard these statements. Canada views unprovoked aggression severely. Such rhetoric is noted. Wow, they really only talking professional now. Okay, fine. Let's just go back to the Mexico comment real quick. I'll give them a deal to end the war. I want the Yucatan Peninsula. I'm not really interested in getting all of Mexico, but definitely the Yucatan. There was this idea known as the Golden Circle, made up by... I should not be bringing this up right now because this looks really weird, but this looks sketchy as hell, but they call it Golden Circle. The Confederate States of America was going to make this all the Golden Circle. Basically, all of the Gulf of Mexico down to like northern parts of Colombia and Venezuela. That's how they plan to expand after they became independent from the U.S. I want to try that same thing, even though I'm just the USA. After your illegal seizure of Baja California, we refuse to discuss any further session. Okay, well, a massive economic hub for Mexico, maybe the biggest, is Monterrey. Monterrey from, what's the state called again? Nuevo Leon. In fact, all of the northern states are pretty essential for Mexico. So I'm telling the AI, first of all, I want to begin to push into every single border northern Mexico state. I'm announcing also to the world to hopefully bring some support back on our side that we are doing this to protect our people from the evil drugs that are being trafficked over from the Mexican side. Maybe we'll have like a good PR stunt and the eyes of the world. Most of the world's probably not going to be liking it, but as long as we get some allies out of it. So just those two things. So I'm launching a major northern offensive. Again, I don't want all of Mexico, but especially the least profitable, the more profitable areas, the less population realistically. Now, I know it's a video game and I can just kind of choose to take over anything that I want, but it'd be hard to integrate the, like, what is it, 15 million Americans that, or 15 million Mexicans that just live in Mexico City alone. Not to say it wouldn't be hard to integrate northern Mexican states, but it would be a little bit easier. Usually they know more English, they're economically more well off than the rest of the country. Like the poorest parts of Mexico are obviously the places that border like Guatemala. It's all called Operation Border Shield. I like that name. Mexico suffers rapid border collapse. Oh my goodness. Are we only taking 2 states though? Well, we did take Chihuahua. Again, I want Monterrey. Oh, are we going to go for more? Sonora and Chihuahua fall entirely within a week. Very nice. Now we have, I think we're jumping by months, so good. There's Monterrey. That's what I wanted. Fun fact, not so fun actually. This is one of the most dangerous parts of Mexico. This state here, I forgot what cartel controls this, but I actually did not want to go that deep into the country. But we can use that as a bargaining chip. People's Republic of China, Russia, and Canada impose severe economic sanctions on the U.S. Northern Invasion Force East moved rapidly to surround Monterrey. Okay, so we did take Monterrey. Mexico appeals for military aid. Oh, to who? To China and Russia? That would be extremely concerning. So we did kind of force Mexico's hand diplomatically. Mexico, they love to kind of just be their own thing. They like to just play both sides so they come out on top. They don't want to be too close to the U.S., but they also, you know, are worried about straight up allying to China or Russia. So we might possibly be putting ourselves into a direct conflict with China and Russia. They might run over to save Mexico unless we knock them out of the fight, like right now, honestly. Oh crap, what the hell is this? People's Republic of China, the escalation of conflict in North America is tolerable and a threat is intolerable. My bad. We are aware of Mexico's request for significant military and logistical aid. I'm literally just gonna scream the Monroe Doctrine at them, which states this is all our sphere of influence, baby. You gotta stay the hell out of this. I'm gonna go ahead and allow the Chinese to speak, even though it shouldn't matter. That outdated doctrine holds no sway over international law or the sovereign lands of. Okay, you want to get into a debate? Let's go, motherfucker. All right, here we go. I'm screaming at him. I'm using all caps because we do not care. So you're trafficking all the fent through there. You are basically oofing our own people. And now that Mexico's at risk, now you want to come over here and save them. So your baseless accusations are rejected. Stop deflecting from the blatant military seizure of sovereign land. All right. Well, okay. Well, hold on. What if we come up with a deal? Let's start a deal. Let's see how they respond to the deal right here. I don't know if I should be. Okay. Well, we acknowledge your sudden willingness to negotiate. State your proposal clearly and immediately. China expects meaningful after that address of illegal seizure, whatever. Bro, don't trigger me right now. Do not trigger me right now. I'm going to go ahead and cede them Taiwan if they really want it, and I'm going to take all of Mexico. Now, I think I'm getting a much better deal, a piece of the pie here, to be quite honest. And I'm sure China, the AI is probably going to realize that. Taiwan question is an international matter, not a bargaining chip for your. No, that's what I was trying to do, not going to lie. We reject your proposal as fundamentally flawed, and wow, you're a dick. My bad. I'm just kind of like, okay, well, anyways, now I got to let Russia speak. The United States is clearly desperate, resorting to outlandish proposals to mask illegal aggression. Russia will not. Bro, you can't even say. You literally just took Crimea away. I'm mad. I don't know why. I'm like full caps Trump mode because, you know, when he's mad, he tweets out in full caps. That's how I'm playing this game, I guess. Your blatant hypocrisy is noted. Washington, unlike your invasion, Crimea chose its path democratically. Don't give me that. That's insane, bro. The level of like the level of just narcissism from these countries. Not to say I'm not doing this. I mean, damn, I'm invading Mexico. I mean, but it's just like we're all playing fair game now. Literally, we're all on the same page. Us, Russia, China, we're all gonna just be complete a-holes. Now, to be honest, I'm probably being the biggest one because I am attempting to take the biggest chunk of land. The other issue is that if I allow the Chinese and Russians to aid Mexico, inevitably they will get closer to Canada also, and that means I'll have both of those nations on 2 sides, on 2 different fronts. They'll be in Canada and they'll be in Mexico. That's not a good deal for me fighting a 2-front war, even though I still think I could maybe, actually, I don't know. With China's population, Russia's military, that'd be scary. Mexico just wants total withdrawal. You leave me no other choice, Mexico. Okay, I'm going for the death blow here. We're just going to kill him. Sorry, bro. And at the same time, I'm going to tell the CIA to off Trudeau and install a pro-American leader in Canada. I know how America does things. I've been studying this stuff. Those are the only 2 actions I'm going to take here. Let's go ahead and see what happens. I have a bad feeling when the map's loading. Okay, so China has announced a massive military aid to Mexico. Okay, well, they're just aiding Mexico. I don't like to hear that, but they're not actually involved just yet. CIA operations against Canada exposed. God dang it. USA plans to assassinate the current Canadian Prime Minister. Galvanize global opinion. Okay, well, this is really bad. This is really bad. Mexico forces fortify Central Plateau with new weaponry, obviously from the Russians and the Chinese. I still believe that if they're not directly involved, though, we will definitely still be able to take out Mexico. The problem are the revolts that are going to happen, especially in Mexico City. Like I said, I mean, it's the biggest city by population in all of North America, bigger than even New York. So they're still fortifying. Also, USA has launched Manifest Destiny into central Mexico. Very nice. Fierce battling has happened in San Luis Potosí. Global Maritime Coalition forms to aid Mexico. Oh, well, that can't be good. Luckily, I've already taken... Oh, what is that? Political crisis intensifies in Canada over border security. So they're deploying the military on our borders, which is maybe kind of a concern. Let's go ahead and take all these. Now, the way I'm supposed to do this, I'm actually supposed to organize these divisions and send them in directly. Canada begins major military deployment along the border. We're still going. U.S. military command finalizes plans for next Mexican offensive called Operation Anvil Strike. I mean, again, I'm going to try to continue to give Mexico. I don't even want all of Mexico, bro. Peace is only possible through your total unconditional withdrawal. Why is he such a stick up the booty? Just peace out with me. I'm already going to receive like crazy diplomatic. Hey, we need an ally. Is there like a NATO chat? Hey, do you like me? I says to Germany. Ooh, woo. The mood is difficult now. That sounds like a yes. He doesn't want to say it, but he knows it to be the case. It is complex, given your actions. Can you invade Russia? I want you to take charge again. I mean, you've done it twice before in the past, so Germany will not engage in such reckless acts. Why can't I should be able to like text message the entire NATO squad? That would be fun. I'm gonna prioritize obviously Mexico City itself. If we can take out that's the head of the snake, basically. So, and I'm also gonna point nukes at Canada just to totally not escalate the situation even further. That will be totally fine. Okay, see how they respond. First of all, I tried to kill their leader. They found out. First of all, how'd they find out? Is the CIA that bad? There's actually a lot of records that show the CIA is not good when it comes to anything outside of the American continents. Operation Anvil Strike shatters Mexican central defense. Is that Sinaloa? We kind of need that. USA issues nuclear threat against Canada. Strategic nuclear assets have been aimed to key Canadian military industrial centers. This is so funny. This is such a ridiculous scenario. Mexico City prepares for final siege. NATO holds emergency summit on North American crisis. Bro, what are you talking? Oh, I am possibly striking another NATO member. I forgot about that. Canada is in NATO. U.S. forces positioned for Mexico City assaults. We still don't have that one. I guess it's because I did prioritize the capital. Canada seeks UK protection and military aid. I wish there was more map changes being done by other AIs on the map, but it's fine. Mexico command prepares final defensive line at Mexico City. I mean, we don't even have to. Can't we just starve them out? This is like so graphic and like specific. Surround the city and just starve out Mexico. Begin the siege until they run out of food and die. I mean, I have to be very specific when it comes to talking to the AI, right? Like I gotta say what exactly I'm doing. So that's historically what you do. That's the only action I'm gonna take here in June. Let's just go ahead and go to the next thing. I think Canada needs to invade basically. And if they don't, then I'm gonna kill them. U.S. shifts strategic siege of Mexico City. We almost have it completely surrounded here. Mexico begins final encirclement siege conditions. United Kingdom deploys troops to Canada under new security pact. That's interesting. Okay. Russian Chinese naval presence increases in the Caribbean. Oh, that does not sound good. Logistical collapse looms in besieged Mexico City. Mexico's southern forces an attempt to relief counteroffensive. Large Chinese supply of convoys headed to the Yucatan. Oh, the Chinese are actually going to get involved, aren't they? All right, we're escalating even further. What else am I going to do? I'm sending the entire submarine fleet, everything that we have, all the subs into the Gulf of Mexico, and we're shooting down every Russian and Chinese vessel we can find. I'm going to go ahead and extend it to the carrier ships also. I want all the carriers here. We're going to start just blowing things up in the Gulf of Mexico. And I'm going to try to kill off Mexico City right now too. Again, I got to think that when Mexico falls, it's pretty much it. That might be over. U.S. interdicts and attacks Chinese. Oh yeah, I'm basically causing World War III to happen right now. Yeah, we're intercepting the Chinese supply vessels. The People's Republic of China denounced the action as an unprovoked act of war. Why are you in the Gulf of America, baby? How about we ask that question? Washington, your barbaric act of piracy and war in the Gulf of Mexico, sinking our sovereign vessels and killing our sailors, has crossed every inconceivable line. Get out of the Gulf of Mexico and I'll stop blowing up your stupid ships. It's pretty simple, actually. Your act of war demands retribution. Okay, so they're not retreating. I guess we're doing this. Who else is speaking? Is it Russia next? Okay, well, thanks for nothing, bro. A little bit worried because it's gonna be the entire world versus... Okay, People's Republic of China initiates against U.S. naval assets. Oh yeah, we're fighting each other. Yeah, China and the U.S. are officially at war, I think. Or maybe not officially yet. Mexico City Defense Command calls for immediate external relief. Russia initiates massive mobilization in Eastern Europe. Oh! Nice. Okay, here we go. PRC launches air and missile strikes on U.S. bases in Japan. Ooh, that's not good. Canada begins evacuation of southern coastal cities. U.S. Pacific Fleet Commands prepares retaliatory strikes on PRC mainland. I'm going to be an absolute dick, honestly. I'm just going to be honest. I've got no chill. Just immediately we're jumping into nuclear war. I need to go for the kill, the Mexico kill right now. I would love, absolutely love if Russia invades Eastern Europe right now. Just to distract the UK. I don't like that the UK is over here near Canada. It was the only two actions. I mean, I really wish we could have, like, were successful in taking out that Canadian leader. That would have been a fun little thing. US launches nuclear attack on Beijing. Thermonuclear strikes against the city. So, is there actually going to be an explosion, or what happens? PRC launches retaliatory nuclear strikes on what? What the heck? What is this? Mad? Mutually assured destruction? I thought that wasn't real. Okay, you gotta go in there, buddy. Mexico City assaults violently fails. Oh, that's my assaults. Global nuclear exchange initiated. Russia officially entered the strategic conflict against me? What did I ever do? Oh my god, what the hell? Decisive collapse of U.S. authority in occupied Mexico. Oh, because we got nuked? Russia launches incursions in NATO. Oh my goodness. Ukraine just got busted open. And Estonia. Estonia's gone. All the Baltics are gone. Okay, this is fun. This is what I wanted to see from the AI. Collapse in governance in Canada and northern USA. Why? Oh, because of the nukes? Oh no. American Warlords Coalition. Yeah, we're in complete chaos because of the nuclear war. USA government in exile relocates to Baja California. Of all places, that's a fun place to travel to. American Warlords Coalition consolidates power and resources. Mexico prepares to reclaim Baja California. It's an interesting combination of states. It's New Mexico all the way up to Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana and Texas. Well, what do you want to do? What do you want me to do? I did see how I could fail that. I mean, I was playing like all the wrong what the heck? Oh, I thought Turkey invaded Iraq for a second. They both had very similar names. I'm just gonna see what happens. I don't even want to click anything. Mexico launches Operation Reclaim Baja California. Let's see if they actually take it. So all my task forces died, right? Because of chaos and unorganization or something. USA government in what the hell? What is this? Is this on the politely known as USA is declared defunct? Are we gonna get recolonized now? Oh, we are. American Warlords Coalition. Texas is just gonna take back over everything, I guess. Oh, we also lost Alaska. I forgot about that. US in exile. Okay, that happened. American Warlords Coalition. Russia secures Baltic coast and major Ukrainian regions. Well, yeah, we saw that from last time, right? Dispatches forces to siege western coastal regions. Oh, hey, look, they're taking everything back. They're like warlords, though. They're coming out of, man, these must be like oil barons, maybe. Out of Texas, just billionaires, maybe. UK forces in Canada secure eastern seaboard. Now, people are going to enter my territory. That's what I'm really curious about. Like, are other nations going to try to eat us up? Remaining USA officials seek foreign protection for assets. Your country has been dissolved. USA is no longer playable. Oh, I can go to a different country. Well, that's cool that you can do it. You could just do it like that. Honestly, I like this scenario. I mean, that was the right move for the AI. Like, I was playing as just like a complete a-hole. They definitely needed to punish me. I definitely like played my cards, should have dealt me an L, and they definitely did. So Pax Historia, very cool game. Let me know what you think of it down below. DruuuWu Labubu, Drew's AI girlfriend, Luxembourg lover, lore track, William, never change Drew. Unless you want to. Nolan, Alexander the Terrible, Nord, Tyrol, Miglu the Goat, King, Bear Hayes, Connor Pavlik, Frederick Tiblin, and Tamron. To all my Patreon subscribers this month, thank you. If you want your name here, check the description down below.